What's up everybody, welcome to another episode of the greatest vlog in the world. My name is Jeff, your favorite tour guide in Madeira, and today I'm going to take all of you guys on one of Madeira's most scenic hikes. Today we are going to Caldeirão Verde. Great to be hiking again. I think in most of our vlogs last year especially, I don't think we made as many hiking vlogs as we wanted to, and it's great to be out and doing more. And the good thing is that there is more coming to the channel, so you guys have to stick around. But I'm going to let you know what we're doing here, because we're not here just for the hiking or just to show you. We've got some pretty cool things coming, and I'm very excited to launch our brand new project. The Big Walk is back. For those of you who don't know, the Big Walk is a multi-day hiking adventure from east to west of Madeira, and we are bringing it back at Hit the Road, and today's video is about that. So we are in Caldeirão Verde, and it will be one of the hikes that we have in the new Big Walk program. So not only am I going to show you a little bit of what I think is one of my favorite levadas, we're going to be talking about all of that, but for those of you guys who thought that I spoke too much in the last video, we're going to show you some more nature. So we are on the north side, we're in Santana, we're doing Caldeirão Verde, and it's a little bit cool, so we're kind of glad that we got our beanies and our layers. Right, I got 3 layers, okay? So yeah, if you are coming in the off season, you want to be prepared. But enough about that, let's get moving and show you some of this beautiful nature that we got. It may seem obvious, but this is one of our waterfall hikes, and this is one of the best hikes you can do in Madeira. And right now it's looking really nice. I like doing this hike in the beginning of the year because there's lots of rain, so of course the waterfalls are full and they look beautiful, and we're pretty lucky today. So we're going to try and get some cool shots for you guys. We're going to talk some more about this hike, but we're going to try and keep things flowing. So yeah, let's enjoy some waterfalls. The very first time I did this hike, I got paid to do this hike. So one of my clients, I still remember the trip. They wanted to do this, and I'd never been here before, being a fresh young guide. Basically nothing's really changed since then. I've always had new ideas, and I'm always the first one to try new things. Not ashamed to say that I've never done something. Now I think I've done this hike maybe like 30 or 40 times. I'm quite looking forward to seeing what the big waterfall looks like. This is a very popular hike, so we did actually start a little bit earlier. But yeah, less yapping. André, we're going this way. Let's keep moving. Just saw something a little bit worrying, so I thought I'd share with you. We saw somebody drinking water from the Levada, and that's not 100% recommended. Yes, the water is clean, or at least relatively clean if you compare it to the city or anything like that. But if you are going to drink some water on your adventure, you want to make sure that it comes from the rock, right? Because from this kind of thing, it gets filtered. But even then, it's still a risk, because we don't know if up here there is a piece of farmland or something, or if there is some kind of fruit and there's rats there, right? So there can be any kind of contamination in the water. So again, number one is you always have to be safe. That includes what you're consuming during the Levada walk. So yeah, if you are coming to Madeira and you're new to this channel and you've never done a hiking trip here, then there is a video on our channel about how to prepare yourself for the hikes, what to bring with you. So as you can see, we've got our stuff, and we're going to need that as well. And we'll get into all of that stuff. We're still hiking. I believe very soon we're going to get to the tunnels. And one thing, if you are doing this Levada as well, it's a little bit narrow, so we have to, be careful of the traffic. It's probably going to be time to get some headlamps on, and to start exploring some tunnels, some man-made tunnels. As Lisa says, everything grows big in Madeira except for the people. But this is where it gets pretty interesting. So yeah, the tunnels are short, so tall people are going to suffer a little bit. Nuno over there was suffering a little bit. This is Nuno, by the way. I got 1 or 2 comments in the last video saying that I needed to introduce the team more, so that when people book their tours, they don't be like, who's this guy? I was expecting Jeff. It's like, they don't have time for vlogs.
Yeah.
All right, because these guys are out every day, beautiful people just like you, to see the islands, yeah?
Oh yeah.
But it is true, guys. These are the real hustlers that hit the road, because I'm just the guy in front of the video. They're the ones doing all the work. Just around the corner here, I think we're going to take our selfie, Andrea, because this is going to be the famous selfie spot. We've reached technically the main event of the hike, which is this 100-meter waterfall or 100-meter plus waterfall at Caldeirão Verde. Caldeirão Verde means the green cauldron, and it's because it looks kind of like a pot inside here. Maybe with a drone we'll be able to see better. This is technically the main event, but to be honest, I prefer that whole section that we did to come up here, because the views are massive, real mountains, real natural park. As in natural forest, Lauri Silva Forest. So yeah, we're at the main event. We can't pass because there's signs here. Unfortunately, some people have already passed. Guys, please, again, be safe and respect the rules. Okay, people say you can't pass, if your hikes are closed, don't do them. Now it's time for us to take a little break, have something to eat, and we're gonna move on. Oh my God, my back is 80 years old. So today's lunch, we have an omelette sandwich, which is something very typical in Madeira. A pap seco, not a pop sec bread roll. On all of our guided hikes, so some of you may know the old fans of ours, before we had the YouTube channel, we are a tour company. That's our main business. And before COVID, right, BC, we used to do hiking tours, and we cut that off after COVID to focus on the Jeep tours, because Lisa, our guide at the time, was more involved in her own project. Of course, COVID was crazy, but what I wanted to say is that we've been doing hiking tours already for a couple of years. We just paused, and now the time has come right for us to reintroduce our hiking tours, and that's why we're here today, so we can tell you about the hiking tours that are coming. Now I just want to say that we stopped at a bakery on all of our hiking tours. We used to stop at a technical stop before going to the hike. Of course, this would be somewhere local that we can get good sandwiches, and the bread is super fresh and super nice. Fresh sandwiches, you can buy fruits, things like that, use the bathroom, coffee, water, whatever we need, to make sure that everyone is ready for the hike, and that you don't have to worry about packing stuff the day before and things like that. So you don't need to fly here with hiking poles and lamps and all these kinds of things, because we'll have all of that stuff for you. But yeah, I feel like I'm blabbing. We're gonna do a taste test. Hey, I gotta do this like this.
Shut up and eat.
I need to shut up and eat. It's good. So I'm gonna take my eternity to eat this while Andrea gets some good shots. We did see some people actually fixing the path on the way here, which is great, and we bumped into somebody from the Forest Association, the IFCN Institute of the Forests, and there are some warning signs up here. There was a small rockfall up at the top there, so that's why they've put these things in place, and I did want to mention that before moving on. So the way we're going to do this on a tour is we're going to stop here as the technical stop, and we're also going to offer a little bit extra to carry on going, to go to another spot that we call Caldeirão do Inferno, Hell's Cauldron. It's one of my favorite spots in Madeira. It's about another 2 or 3 kilometers up. I think it's 2, I can't remember. There is also more ups and downs on there. There's quite a large section of steps, maybe 250 meters or 200 meters up of steps. So you have to be reasonably fit to do that kind of thing. And all the hikes that we're going to be launching as well, you have to be reasonably fit because they're not for everybody. The hike that we actually wanted to do today was another hike. This hike I was going to take out of the program, but the other hike was closed. So I thought, well, this is a good time to put this in. And it was also very hard for me to actually take this hike out because I mentioned before, I love this hike. It's one of my favorite hikes. We're with some family and friends, and that's kind of the reason why I chose to do this particular tour as well. We're gonna get our backpacks. I think some people are already moving, and we're gonna deal a little bit with the traffic on the way back, but I don't think we'll have too much of a problem. And again, if you are hiking in Madeira, please be nice to fellow hikers, all right? Don't just like barge through and like, whoa, let me pass, you know, like wait, let people take photos, all right? Make some space, be patient, all right? And everything will be fine. After all, we're all on vacation, right? Our hike has come to an end, so we are of course celebrating with poncha as we usually do. And I wanted to mention that of course we're launching this new exciting project, our big walk project. It's going to be 5 days. It's going to be running every Monday to Friday, excluding important holidays like Christmas and Good Friday and things like that. But basically I wanted to make the big walk more accessible to everybody. So anyone who's here in Madeira, and if you're staying particularly in Funchal, it's very similar to how we run our Jeep tours, the way we've been doing that for the last 12 years. We're going to be offering something that's very similar to that, in which it takes the essence that we have in the Jeep tours to escape the crowds, to go off the beaten path, and to personalize each tour, but with a hiking concept behind it this time. So for people who are going to be wanting to hike with us, our hiking tours are for those people who want to run away from the crowds, still want to see Madeira as it should be seen. So you still want to see the great waterfalls and the great hikes, but you want to do it away from the crowds, and then you want to add in some local gems and things like that. Small groups of up to 7 persons only. This is a very exclusive thing here in Madeira. If you're going to be looking for hiking in Madeira, most probably you're going to be going in a group of 15, 16 or more for some of the more, you know, common everyday tour companies. They are great, I'm not bashing them, but what we do is for the person that wants to be away from all of that, who wants a little bit extra attention that we give at our company. So how do you sign up? Go to our Patreon account, sign up for free. That's going to give you access to our first time in Madeira webinar as well. So you're also going to get all this information on how to plan your first trip to Madeira or your second trip to Madeira. And then of course, you'll have the sign up within the platform, plus a healthy discount for the launch, right? It will be on sale from the 1st of April, exclusively on Patreon until our website is built. I'm thinking probably until May, hopefully, that we'll have the big walk website and everything up and ready. So that's it. If you got questions, you want to come hiking, you want to get away from the groups, you let us know. There's more awesome stuff coming to this channel. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it and it hasn't been too salesy for you or too talky or any of that kind of stuff. I'm trying to help people. Andre?
Let's hit the road.
Let's hit the road.
How's the poncha, man?
Poncha's great. I love the poncha here.
We want to see the face, though. That's the face.
The poncha is great here. If you come here, this place, the poncha is great here. The girls are great here. Everything is great here. So usually this is my poncha stop. But on all the tours, you know, on all the hiking tours and everything, we've got, you know, poncha stops and bakery stops and viewpoint stops, and it's not just about hiking, it's about the whole experience. So yeah, I'm very excited, very, very excited. Can't wait to see the website. Can't wait to start taking our first tours. Very, very excited. So yeah, now it's time to wrap up
Let's go.
and get out of here. See you later.
Bye.